So I've had a few requests about my swivel seat in the Hiace. It's a 2005 Hiace, which came as standard with a twin seat, which I've obviously removed. So I'll just show you quickly how the seat works. So what you do is you pull it forward, or lean it forward, and it's just this little lever here. Just pull it up, and that just swivels straight round, and then push it back. Nice little swivel there. So now I'm just going to remove the seat and just show you how it was all built. Right, so that's the seat out. So what I've done here is you've got the front seat mounts for the twin, 1, 2, but they're way too wide to fit a single seat in. So I've picked up the jack bracket which fits here on the standard setup. So I've picked that up as the front one. So I've got those two as the fronts. In the back I've got the two standard ones. One there, there is another two for the twin arrangement. But obviously I'm just picking up those 4. Right, from here what I did is made a little jig. So I bolted these battens in position, then put the level on, put that across, and then basically made a little jig so I could measure off, because it's really hard to measure off this. So it's much easier to measure off that. And then from that I then put that into 3D CAD software and designed a metal bracket. So what I've done is I've actually created this metal piece underneath, so it's got the 4 pickups. I'm actually going to take this off now to show you guys, because I've got to change a bit on it anyway. So this metal bracket creates a flat platform for a seat. So as you can see, that goes in there, picks up that one, picks up that one, and then picks up the 2 at the back. So that can be bolted on. So this CRV seat came with the entire factory fitted brackets underneath it, which I angle grinded off. Just to show you what's going on, I'll pop off this side just a little bit. I'm not going to take the whole thing off, but this is the original seat in here, and you can see where I have grinded off the rivets. So there's a few that were holding on the factory Honda slider basically. So I've basically cut those all off, and then I've created my own little L brackets. Custom fit to this swivel, which I think's off a Granvia, not 100% on that. If anyone knows, you can see the handle. If anyone's got a Granvia swivel and that looks like it, let me know, because I would like to know. But I basically just got it off eBay, and it was just listed as a swivel mech. So yeah, we got the L brackets. So quite simple really, just an L bracket to pick up the bolts on this. There's 4 bolts on the swivel mech, and there's 4 bolts along each side in these rails. And then the swivel mech has sliders on it as well, all built in to the mech. And then underneath I had to create a separate larger bracket to sort of pick up the base plate I made, which fixed to the chassis of the van. So that's all tightened up. This is all made of 6mm stainless steel, which is a lot more than standard seat, which tends to be 1mm. It is castellated, so it is very strong. It's usually, actually this looks like 2mm. So yeah, this seat's probably 2mm steel, but because they put all these folds and it's stamped, it's really strong. So I've compensated with that and gone for 6mm stainless steel. And again, I've done the folds, that really makes it rigid along here as well. So that's all back in there now. The reason I actually took it out is because it was slightly too low. So what I did is I've added a 10mm riser in there, just 10mm steel, mild steel. That's just lifted it up a little bit, so it means the side rail is not catching on the carpet as much. So yeah, it's all in there, solid. So I actually had to design a couple of little bits on these brackets so it all worked with the swivel. Had to do this little cutout around the lever so that would actually pull up. That's one of the parameters there. So the other bolts from the other seat I just left in there, so I left the actual bolts in there So if anyone wants to put in a twin again, they can. So you can see the L-shaped brackets a bit better here, attach into the seat and then to the swivel. I measured this all up and CAD'd it all, so it's all really accurate. It's all laser cut and folded on the machine. So I think that sums up the old swivel seat in the Hiace.